Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? Thank you. I am God's Brand. Thank you for joining. That was super fast. Hey, hi. I am God's Brand. How are you doing this evening? Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for commenting and hi Bukola. Thank you for commenting. I am God's Brat. In the previous scope, just really engaging and all that good stuff. We really enjoy your presence with us today. My name is Deborah. Hey, Bukola. Thank you for the pretty heart. Love it. So, what is the time? 14 minutes past. Okay. Yes, thank you. TGBTG. Oh, you're going to have to explain that. That is some sort of shortened form of something. TDTG. Oh, you're going to have to explain that. What does that mean? Hello. Thank you. My name is Deborah. I am, to God be the glory. Amen. To God be the glory. Hey, Nikki, the birthday girl is in the house. Yeah, so we've sung happy birthday for Nikki. So, like I said, my name is Deborah. I am your money literacy educator for your kids, mainly. But today we're not talking about that. We're talking about something else that's money related, tax evasion. Now, for those of you who do know or don't know, you're welcome. Social Attraction on Nikki Patrice. For those of you who do or don't know, I live in the United Kingdom, so the IRS can't come after me. Woohoo! The IRS cannot come after me. But I'm telling you something. We have something bigger than the IRS. Talking about grown folks' business. I know. We bring you tips, tricks, and business ideas from a rookie's point of view, me, and from a seasoned businesswoman's point of view, Bukola. She's been in business way longer than I have been. But here in the UK, we have Her Majesty the Queen. Her Majesty the Queen. You can't owe the Majesty. You can't owe Her Majesty any money. She'll get you, although I do know somebody. Actually, I do know somebody, and I know quite a few people who evade tax over here in the UK. Now, I want to give you sort of a little bit of a backstory, something fun, aside from, Her Majesty the Queen, HMRC, she's called, Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs. That is it. So when I returned to the UK around early 90s, after having lived out of the UK for about 16 years, before I say that, let me announce our featured scoper nominees for the week. The first one is TCTLGLR, TCTL. Oh, in the Queen sounds scary, I know. TCTLGR. And then our next scoper is none other than you. I am God's Brat. And the third one is Dr. D. Finch. So come back on Thursday to see who the winner is. Okay, so when I came back to the UK in the early 90s, after being out of the UK for so long, I wasn't used to paying tax. I was only in my 20s. I hadn't done much work back in Nigeria. So we didn't really, and that's another thing, but I'll come on to that later. Didn't know anything about paying tax. So I came here and I started working. And then I got my first salary. And then they say, you pay tax here. I said, okay, no worries, pay tax. And then I looked at my wage slip. And I was like, oh my God, they've taken all my money. Tax? What is this tax for? I calculated the conversion of the money they took out, the equivalent of it in Nigeria. I was like, this can feed a whole family. All my money is gone to tax. Why am I paying tax? What is tax for? What do I need tax for? What's tax got to do with me? It's nothing to do with me. Who's getting the money? Okay? Obviously, I learned differently that, hey, you have to pay tax. I thank God that I'm in a country where I do pay tax. I thank God I don't live in a country. I thank God I don't live in a nation where we don't pay tax. It's important to pay your tax. Why? It supports the infrastructures in the nation where you reside. If we don't pay tax in the United Kingdom, the fire service will not show up. The ambulance service will not show up. The National Health Service would not exist. I know in the States you pay health insurance. We don't pay health insurance as such, although we pay it in our taxes the other way. So many things, good roads, the police service, all that kind of stuff is what helps us. the money that people get in terms of benefit comes through taxes. So it's important to pay your tax, whether you are employed by somebody else or whether you are a business owner. Now, I'm a rookie business owner and I'm new in business, so I haven't quite started having to pay tax yet. But I've made a note, and in fact, my coach Bukola will tell you that on our little note on here, Trello, which we use to put notes to ourselves in terms of homework, one of the assignments I've got for myself is remember to pay your tax. Pay your tax. Do not avoid paying tax because you don't want to support your family. There are people out there who avoid paying tax because they avoid paying child maintenance for their children. They avoid declaring the amount of money they're earning because they don't want to pay child maintenance, which is another issue. But you have to pay your tax. Not only is it a good thing to do, you set a good example as a business owner. How must it feel? That's the way it's supposed to work here. But corrupt and great people, yeah, have messed up the system. Yeah, yes, do not avoid part. Yeah. How horrible would it be as a business owner and you're doing really, really, really well in your business, and then your name is splattered all over the paper or all over social media to say, hey, you haven't paid tax, or so and so person hasn't paid tax. It's very possible. In the UK, they're talking about if you don't pay your tax, eventually they will catch you at the airport. They'll be doing certain checks to see if you owe Her Majesty's Revenue and Custom money, and then they will stop you from leaving the country. After you've booked your ticket and you've booked your posh accommodation abroad, then you get to the airport and they say, no, you can't go. So that is me for today. In the US too, you see, they're really coming hard on people with tax. And you know, the unfair thing about it is, why should we all be paying tax and somebody else isn't? That means you're cheating me. You're shortchanging me because I'm paying my taxes and you're benefiting from the services that I'm paying for. That's not fair, you know. So let's get into the habit of paying our taxes. Even if you think you shouldn't be paying or you haven't made anything, still declare what you haven't made for the taxman to tell you or the taxwoman to tell you, hey, you don't owe us any tax money. But don't sit back and say, well, I didn't make enough, so I don't think I have to pay anything. No, they'll come down heavy on you. That is it from us today. We hope you really enjoy this scope today. Please don't forget to follow us on all our social media pages, our website, our free Facebook group. Don't forget we've got a free script to get you started on live streaming if you want to on our website and in our free Facebook group. We'll be back with part 2 on Thursday and for our feature scoper winner out of those 3 that we nominated. If you want to be featured on our scope, do send us an email, contact@periscopecircleofinfluence.com. Send us an email. That's right. I'm out of here. Thank you, everyone. And happy birthday again, Nikki. I am God's brat. Thank you for joining us. Bukola, great stuff. See you soon and bye. You let me turn it off, won't it? Let me turn it off. It won't go off. It won't go off.